money is collected, but money is embezzled. There's budgeted corruption.
At a K24 TV forum unpacking the 2025-2026 finance bill, youth leaders and budget experts took issue with what they call misplaced priorities, accusing the government of sidelining basic services while spurring on executive luxuries.
I'm not saying renovations are bad in State House, but then at the expense of very delicate budget lines.
Absolutely.
We are cutting on school feeding, we are cutting on maternal mothers, we are cutting on vulnerable people.
A 2.3 billion shillings budget has been proposed for extensive renovations and maintenance of State House Nairobi and official lodges across the country.
How then can we ensure that that also is capped, that the government does not reduce expenditure on critical and essential services, but yet again ensure that people are not evading paying taxes?
The office of the President's development budget is set to balloon. The funds will go towards renovations at Harambee House and the refurbishment of the government press, raising eyebrows in light of Kenya Kwanza's earlier pledges to cut non-essential spending, especially with revenue shortfalls and declining donor support.
We are seeing more slots being created at the senior government level. But two, you are not seeing a lot of effort to dealing with one area of expenditure and management of our government, which is the state-owned enterprises.
When we come into the allocations that are given, we are seeing a slash in the school feeding program by about 600 million. Then that questions, do we really prioritize? Are we really prioritizing school feeding programs?
The spending revealed in detailed Treasury estimates appears to go against the administration's commitment to austerity and fiscal discipline.
So whereas it's not really focused on in terms of raising new taxes, but then in terms of the existing taxes, how is the government rationalizing this one?
Economists argue the government wants to shrink the fiscal deficit to 2.7% without raising taxes. But that means spending cuts, and where those cuts fall is now the big question.
John Badingongo.
Meanwhile, pressure is mounting on the government to adopt a leaner and more people-centered budget, one that reflects the lived realities of Kenyans and the promises of economic reform.
As the Gen Z movement, we have not forgotten what happened last year in June, and we shall never forget.
Linda Koskei, K24 TV.